Welcome to Healthy Homesteading Adventures. I'm Tamara. I haven't been up to check on my water system since I got COVID in October 29, so sometime before that. My tank is empty, basically. There's a couple of leaks in the black hose. I'm going up to check the spring to get the silt cleaned out, but I just wanted to introduce this new video that I've made. I believe that our water system was complete, clear to the house, temporary still, but most of it was done so that we had water piped to the house in the motorhome back in 2013, I believe, but I will put the actual date on the screen for you. So this is a long video, and so I just invite you to watch. Enjoy the intro. It shows how I am today and how I make it up the mountain on a rope. In this video, my husband was taking me up on switchbacks, and it's a lot longer and scarier to me. I'd rather use a rope. Hey, well, I hope you enjoy the video and stay through to the end so you can see the whole water system. Okay, here is where we were getting our water. This is our water pump, and the pipe goes down to the creek, as you can see the creek, and then it would pump the water up through the pipe, and you would follow this hose on up here to the motorhome there. Okay, but now we have our pipes in here for our own running water. It's right by the house, by the front door here. We have two faucets. Gary, would you like to show us how much pressure we have there? I'll stand back.
Open it all the way.
Open up, yeah, sure, why not? Oh my. Check it out. I think we have a little bit of pressure on our water pressure here. I think that's enough. Alright. Then Gary hooked it up. The pipe goes under there. And follow along the house here. Temporary, yes. We're following this over to the motorhome. Coming around this little corner here. Oh, by the way, this is where the hose was coming up here to this tank, this little water tank, and it was coming through that little hose on over to the motorhome. And now Gary hooked it up, so this pipe comes on over here, and it's coming directly into the motorhome. And he has a little gauge. What's this gauge for?
It's a pressure gauge. Water pressure.
And it slows it down so it won't be so high.
This is the pressure before it gets to the reducer, and the reducer has its own gauge.
Oh, okay, there it is. And the good news is we don't have to turn the water pump on now. We can turn this, and we don't have to worry about leaving the water pump on, and we don't have to worry about that little tank over there running out of water. So we are doing really good here. Okay, we're back over here at the house where the faucets are, and you can see the pipe is down here under the ground.
This is water from the irrigation line.
Okay.
This is water from the 1-inch line from the manifold, separated from this line at the manifold, and this will be for the electrical wires that come from the powerhouse.
Okay.
It's not hooked up yet, not hooked to the building yet, but eventually that will be full of wire from the powerhouse.
And did you hear that? I heard a kitty meow. Who could that be? There's Johan! Who's meowing in here? Aww. Alright, we have to get to the business stuff. See you kitties later. Okay, this looks like an easy job here. Just dig it up right and then bury it. But what you don't see here is, well, Gary eventually, he did about 20 feet of this himself, and then he got a excavator. Because look, follow down here. You see all this rock? There's just a ton of rock. This was in the trench. Can you imagine digging this up by hand? And what's happening now is Isaiah's helping him, and he's doing a lot of it too. They're having to take the rock out of this pile and then and sift it here, because you can't put all those rocks down there on top of the pipe. So this is used for sifting the dirt. Okay? So here he's put another couple of faucets. And
all these faucets are...
What's this going to be for? This one? Wait.
This is incoming water to run the pelton wheels.
So hopefully sometime we can get enough water into the tank to do pelton wheel. But we only have a trickle running in. It takes 5 days to fill the tank. Okay, so here we go. We'll keep following this thing on down. As you can see, it goes a long way.
Some 900 feet.
In our driveway, sometimes if we don't park far enough away, this can get pretty scary. Now we're walking down, following, there's our car, it's kind of stuck over there. And there's the tractor. They use the tractor bucket to put the rocks in. And we'll see where they move them to. Here's a hose already hooked up here. And it got used Friday for washing Isaiah's truck. Imagine doing all of this by hand. So Gary was very glad to rent that excavator. Just for fun, this is our septic tank waiting to go in. We bought a huge one. There's Isaiah's truck. Looks nice after we washed it. And he was really amazed at the water pressure that came out of the hose. Of course, he had it closer. So we are really blessed that after all that hard work that Gary and Denny went through to get the tank up the hill, we are blessed with a lot of good water pressure. Here's the wood pile. If you want to get a better look at it, give you some idea with a video how much is actually there. More pipes here. Okay, our driveway. So it keeps going. Okay, we'll let Gary explain what he has done here.
This is known as a manifold. The incoming water line is here. It branches off to a 1-inch line. This goes to the house. That's the main shut-off. This is the incoming pressure at about 100 pounds. That's a pressure regulator. And this is the secondary gauge showing the outgoing pressure to the house.
So can you read it for us? It's coming in at 100?
About 100 pounds here. And I have it regulated down to about 55, looks like.
A little less than 55.
Okay.
No, now what else? What is this?
Okay, this part, this is the irrigation line that goes up to the house, and this is the irrigation line that goes back down toward the other end of the property.
Okay, let's walk that way. Have we told them about everything? Alright. You're getting to see a little bit of what all is involved here. Give them a little look. That's back up at the road, so the road is going up along over there. Okay? There are the pipes. So how long did it take you to do all this with the excavator?
2 days.
So it took him 2 days. And you're still working on putting faucets here, huh? There's a riser.
I need to get some more faucets.
Okay. Do we need to cut across? Alright, we'll go around this bush. There's a nice cedar tree. Something less ugly as a pipe, you know? Alright, back over to the trench.
Right here is the end of the irrigation.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So the 1-inch pipe on the left is the incoming water that goes to the pelton wheel, goes to the powerhouse. The 2-inch line on the right, that's the main water line that comes into the manifold.
Okay. Well, as you can see, there's just rocks everywhere. We're going to have fun gardening. We're going to have to clear out a lot of rock before we can really garden much. Okay. I'm here. What happened here? There's no hole.
Well, there's no room for the excavator in here. This will have to be done by hand.
Oh, can you see this? Look at how much work is still left. Anybody who wants to come out and volunteer, right?
Oh, sure.
can come help work with this rock. Whoa, I'm about ready to trip and fall. Alright, before we show you any more boring pipes, just going to let you see the creek a little bit. A little low, we haven't had that much rain yet, and things are dying for fall. Alright, here we go. Up through this nice little area. To the pipe. Uh-oh. That looks like dead poison oak for the winter. And I don't want to go near it. Anyways. Okay. Going up through there. We have to follow it. Let's go around. Yeah, let's go up on the road. Going back through there. Okay, we're up at the road. Here's the road. And there's the pipe. And what has he done here? As you can see, it's going through here, and then it's going to go under the road. And we can cross the road without really looking both ways.
Here we have a temporary connection. From here, it's a temporary line that goes up to the tank, so that we at least have water in the process of time while I'm still working on trenching and installing the rest of the 2-inch lines that will go up to the tank.
Alright. And this is a really nice area, as you can see. Really nice trees. The oak trees up there. You can see the line. Well, I don't know if you can. But we'll follow it. And up it goes. Okay, this is a little grading that Gary did with the tractor when he was planning to initially take the tank up this way, and then he changed his mind, and they just rolled it up to here. You can see this rope here?
Instead of carrying it on the back of the tractor, we decided just to roll it up the hill.
Oh yeah, there's the rope, and the line just goes on up, and they've somehow got it going up here through this space. You can't really see the tank. So we're going to hike up there a little ways. And we'll just show you a little bit of what it's going to be like for us to hike up there. Alright, so we're going to go up this, and this will be the easy part. Fortunately, I've been able to work, and Gary's been able to stay home and work on all this hard stuff. Because if the tables were turned, I sure couldn't do this hard stuff. Where does the trail go off? Well, you lead the way. Right here? Alright. Okay, we're back on, hiking up. There's the road down there. You can see that they've walked this trail a lot. Look, they made one up that way too. Are you going to take me the easy way on the switchbacks? I guess he is. Whoa. There's a pipe. Oh look, you can see the tank now. I'll zoom in on it. Can you see it? There it is. And I zoom back out. There's the rope. And the nylon covered wire. Alright, gotta get over here. Wait a minute here. This isn't the easy way Denny brought me. See that? I have to step up really high. But I made it. Whoa! It's like the dirt gives way under your feet. Can you see how steep this is? Can you imagine? Wait, look where Gary's standing. That's level now. Can you tell how steep that is? You look like you're standing crooked, actually. Yep. Can you imagine these guys going straight up here? That's crazy. Alright, I have to get across that. Yikes. Try to go without falling. Gary. No, you're crazy. I made it. I made it across. Okay. So, there's the road way down there. Just continue to go up. So, I wonder if you're not living in the country yet. How could you get yourself ready? Well, I can tell you that hiking up little mountain areas like this isn't very easy. And what you could do is get a gym membership and work out at the gym. Do the leg exercises, the weights. And you're going to find, hey, I'm supposed to go across that. If you fall, heck, it's a long ways. But if you go to the gym, it's going to be a lot easier for hiking. Because I can already tell. Alright, here we are, continuing on. There's a beautiful little pine tree. Mostly oaks up here, so it's nice to see some pine trees. Alright, here we go. Hard to get a footing, I'm just wearing rubber boots. Over there. You know, what's really good about this is the tank isn't really visible from the road. You can see we're almost there. Hopefully. Sorry for the rugged video. This way. So you think this way's easier? No.
There's a good trail right there.
Oh, okay. Just don't make it scary. Okay. Well, you can probably hear me breathing, because it's hard work. Alright, look over here. We're coming up on it. This is my first time to be up here since they actually got the tank up. And it's been a while. So Gary, you had the rope anchored to that tree?
The rope is anchored to the pipeline to keep it from sliding down the hill and putting too much pressure on the joints that are up here.
Which pipeline? Wait a minute, wait till I get there. What is the black pipe for?
The black pipe was situated up here because it can handle less pressure. It can't handle the pressure down at the bottom, so I put it up here so that we could temporarily connect into the tank to run water down to the house.
Oh.
To prevent the water, the weight of the pipe and the water from tugging against this line here. Keeps it from breaking and sliding down the hill.
Okay, here we are back at the tank, and Gary's going to tell us what he did. Talk loudly. Well.
Okay, the black line up there is the water line that comes directly from the spring.
Oh, let's look at see where it's going. Alright, there it goes, and the spring is way up there.
Way up there. So, the incoming line is here. It goes into the tank. This other line up here is the overflow. That's the line that will charge the pelton wheels once they're in place.
Oh.
Once we have enough water to compensate, to accommodate our daily usage and have enough overflow to run the pelton wheels, that's what this is for. This line, the clear line, is the indicator that tells you how much water is actually in the tank. And you can see the line is right up here, so the tank is actually full.
Even after Isaiah used a lot of water for his truck.
Right. So apparently the water is running faster than it had been before. Right now this line isn't connected down at the bottom, so that's why you see all the wet ground, because the overflow is actually flowing from the tank onto the ground.
See it? Right down there, you see the water kind of moving? That's it. Alright.
You need to probably be down.
Alright. Looks like I'm gonna fall, folks. See that dirt there? It started to move. Okay, I'm here.
That's the amount of water that's coming from the spring. That's all it takes. It doesn't take that much. Not that much flow.
Just a little trickle.
Oh, you know what? When I moved the pipe, it changed the flow.
Went slower?
Yeah, it's actually going a little faster than what I showed you.
This is very unstable ground, and I am not sitting there. There you go. Alright, is there anything else you wanted to tell them about the tank?
Very heavy.
It was very heavy?
It took us 3 days to roll it up here.
And how far up is this?
Well, we have 100 pounds of pressure down at the bottom at those gauges. You calculate approximately 0.5 times the pressure. That will give you the height that your tank is.
So what is it?
I'm sorry, you divide that. I think that's how it works.
Well, how far did you guys decide it was?
It's about 200 feet, a little over 200 feet.
From the road?
It's about 200 feet above the pressure gauge.
Oh boy. Alright. Let's look a little bit more, see where these guys were taking their little picks and shoveling here. And, oh look here. And Gary put chicken wire here. And some, what are these called? Metal.
That's rebar.
Rebar, yeah. And then we gathered rock, and we had this pile here. And that's kind of to help hold the... They had to level it out, see, so... Because it's such a steep hill, and they had to make a flat area. Uh-oh. And over here, same thing.
The wire is doubled over a couple of times. Sewn in place.
What wire? Oh, that? You sewed that in place?
It's all sewn in place with galvanized wire.
Oh. And then they left a little space behind for drainage. See? For the water to drain. There you go. Alright. Anything else we should tell them? That was interesting.
Just a lot of work.
And there's the pipe exiting, going way up farther. We're about, well, another 70, 80, 100 feet up to the spring. More hiking to go.
I have 8 more springs to tie into. That's a lot of water to be flowing into the tank and then down the hill. Enough water to charge pelton wheels. I don't know how many yet, but we'll have more flow than we'll need.
Which will be a while because winter's coming and that'll be another project for spring, summer, huh?
Well, you do what you can when you can.
But I just want to give some praise to God that in all this project, neither you or Denny or his son, when he came to help, got hurt. Nobody ever fell and got injured.
Well, there was a lot of falling, but nobody
You did fall?
No,
These guys didn't tell me.
a lot of falling, but nobody got hurt.
Did anyone go rolling down the hill?
Yeah.
Did you? Gary, tell us.
It's a matter of how many and how many times, you know, and that kind of thing.
You went rolling down the hill?
Sliding.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't tell me at all.
One time I slid all the way from the spring all the way down to halfway down to the road.
What?
It was a controlled slide, but I couldn't do anything else. There was so much shale and loose dirt. There was nothing there to stop me.
Were you on your feet or your backside?
I was on my feet and my hands.
Skiing?
I was skiing down this way.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Now, did Denny ever fall?
Oh yeah.
That far?
No, not that far.
See, they didn't tell me so that I wouldn't worry. Okay, well, we can praise God that they got this done alive.
All right, woman of the hour, what do you have to say?
I'm glad you figured out how to push the record button. I am the one who has been talking to you about our travel up. As you can see, I made it up with a skirt on. Just goes to show you can be a woman and still have a mountain. Of course, it was a little bit precarious, but not because of the skirt. And, so, how am I going to get down from up here? Can somebody help me? Look how scary it is. Watch, I'm going to try to step down here. Well, I wonder if I could go down the way Gary did. Should we try skiing? No, thank you.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Alright, so you can video me trying to get across these ropes over here, okay?
Go for it.
Alright. Now you can see why on the other videos there was so much action.
You touch the poison oak? Well, it's dormant, so I doubt if it's going to affect you. Okay, I need to turn this off so I can use both hands. And you're actually not on a trail.
Well, no wonder it's not easy. I always take the wrong way, the hard way.
But right ahead of you, there is a trail, so you can go down that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this off.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye.